Hey everyone, it's Keli Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness, and here's another Movement Monday where today we're just going to come back to the body. Last week, if you tuned in, we explored how just starting in our body is how you then know where to go next. And I want to build off that because not only just coming and connecting will then it help you to move, but the more you practice connecting and staying in your body and trusting that you don't have to you don't have to always know the next step. You don't have to be going forward. You can stay and allow yourself to connect, to be with, to tolerate what you're feeling. That's usually the hardest thing that my clients struggle with, is how to actually be with the feelings that are hard. Right? We want to get out of that. We want a quick change to a new thing, a different feeling, something that's more fun. And how do you just stay? So that's what I want to encourage you to do. I'm on the ground today because I think if we stand up, I know when I stand up, my go-to pattern is to start to just move and shift and change, and that's where I go when I'm standing. You might not. You might be more tight or tense, and maybe you want to allow yourself to just stand, to just be where your feet are, which is a saying that I love to use and encourage my clients to just be where your feet are, right? You can also practice that with where your seat is. So if you are sitting in a car watching this, if you are at home, allow yourself to be in a chair, or, find a place on the ground to just kind of settle in. Allow yourself to close your eyes. And maybe exhale. Allow yourself to take all of your energy, all the stuff that your mind is thinking of, that your body's holding, and allow yourself to exhale. Right? We're of course inhaling, because as you exhale, you're going to inhale. I don't want you to focus on the inhale. I don't want you to focus on what you're bringing in. I want you to focus on creating space for what is there. And so the exhale is not about getting rid of, but just allowing yourself to kind of just be, just create that space. And I want you to just feel and tune into the space after your exhale, before your inhale. Leaving it open, letting yourself stay there until you feel that breath want to come back in, that urge of the body to take in, right? And allow yourself to just notice those pauses in between. So as you breathe in, allow there to be a pause before you breathe out. And allow there to be a pause. And this is where it can be somewhat uncomfortable, that waiting, that space between, right? And in life, the space between is the most uncomfortable place. So allowing yourself to come and just notice in your body what happens in that space between, right? You don't have to be still, you can move. You can allow your breath and your body to work together, right? Maybe as you breathe in, maybe you're noticing tightening, and then maybe you're noticing release. Maybe you wiggle a little bit on the in-between. Maybe you let yourself just kind of sink in. I want you to explore what happens in your body and in your mind as you're in the space between, right? Can you just allow that to be today, where you tune in, where you see what comes next? Before we move to the next thing, we want to just be able to explore that space that we're in, that space between the movements, right? That space between the breath. Allowing yourself to just be. Notice, maybe there's a word, maybe there's an image, maybe there's an energy that comes up in that space for you. I'd encourage you not to judge it, but just to name it and see if you can take on a posture of allowing that to be, allowing yourself to just be there today. So I'd love to check in, comment below. What was this like to not move as much and just to notice what it feels like in between movements, in between your breath? What does your body do? And I'd love to hear from you, so reach out, comment, follow, and I'll see you next time.